Hey, what's up everybody? Let's talk about Komodo for just a second. This is the absolute best way to operate Komodo regardless of what kind of shooting situation you might be in. And I thought I would share it because I've been finding this to be a really super streamlined, easy way to shoot. And basically what I'm doing is I'm putting Komodo on a monopod that is able to stand on its own. And if you're interested to know which one that is, I have a link down in my description of the video so you guys can check that out. And then I'm using the Canon speed booster or the focal reducer, because really what that focal reducer does is it absolutely changes what Komodo is. And I'll have another video giving you guys better examples of what that really means, simply because of the difference in field of view and just how much more you can get out of the camera and how much easier it is to match it to, say, a full frame camera. I think that that's a game changer. And then my ND solution, which will not only work on Komodo, but it'll work on a lot of other brands. I'll make a separate video about that, because what this video really is what is the stripped down version of being able to operate Komodo effectively. And the magic behind all of that really has to do with Komodo Control. Komodo Control, in my opinion, is the absolute best option when you're operating Komodo and you're on your own. And here's why I'm saying this. You notice I didn't say I like to have an external monitor for Komodo. Well, with Komodo Control, I don't need one. My phone becomes that external monitor. And I'm recording the screen on my iPhone so that you all can see what it is that I'm able to do with Komodo. I also don't use a handle or top handle. I don't need the extra weight. Normally, I don't record audio into Komodo. For this video, I am. It's going up on YouTube. Hopefully it's helpful to someone. But generally speaking, if I'm shooting on RED, audio is not going into the camera. Audio is generally being captured externally because it's a RED project. So that generally means there are more, bigger budgets, really is what it means or boils down to. And then a battery solution, I like to use the RED approved battery plate and the GDU small brick batteries, which make it for a super compact, easy to rig, tiny footprint powerhouse of a system. But again, the whole magic of it all is because of RED Control. This app goes above and beyond any app, any remote operation control of a camera that I have ever seen. It is super low latency, which makes it really easy to use. And there isn't really a setting that you can't change when you're using this app. So right now we can see I am recording. I can see my audio levels. I can see my temperature, my T&E, and you can see the T is red. I'll probably make a whole video about that later because this is something that I'm not used to. And one of the main reasons why I always say Komodo is not Monstro. The T and the E should be green. And for whatever reason, on my Komodo, after a few minutes, the T always goes back to red, and it doesn't matter if I just calibrated the camera or not. It's weird. I wait for the camera to get up to temperature before I do my calibration, and I still run into this on a fairly regular basis. And what that really means or indicates is that you're beginning to lose quality. And that's, of course, concerning. And I believe that the main reason why this happens, I said I was going to make a different video, and I'm telling you, this is weird, is because Komodo is whisper silent, which really means that the fans that are running in Komodo, they're not able to move enough air fast enough to keep Komodo cool. If you have a Komodo and you shoot on it and this is not happening to you, be sure to leave a comment. So yeah, I can see that I am recording, how long I've been recording. I can change my clip name. I can change my ISO. So for example, if I want to change my f-stop, I have the ability to just change it. Click done, and it's instantly adjusted, right? So I can change it all the way to whatever, and it just works. Go back to a better exposure here, and you can see the traffic lights, right? The red, green, and blue traffic lights on the display, and it's showing that I'm clipping some red, some green, and some blue, all in the dark areas. That's what that means on that side. And you can see here, I can magnify my tools if I want to or not, and then I can decide, do I magnify them, you know, just on the app or just on the camera display, or do I want to send off whatever those changes or adjustments might be via SDI out. If this is too small for me to monitor, I can double tap and I get full screen, which I think is really cool. So now that I'm at full screen and I still have some controls, I can check my critical focus. And how would I do that without using something like focus peaking? Well, you're able to punch in 1:1, and this gives you a very clear indication of whether you're in focus or not, because the iPhone has a really great display. Once I'm done checking that, I can just punch back out and I'm in business. If I want to check false color, I can certainly do it here and still get the false color, you know, on my phone display. This app is beyond terrific. If for some reason you are capturing audio in camera like I am, you have the ability to just click the audio meters. I get into this audio section where I have timecode controls. I can set my audio levels, my gain levels by channel. So Komodo allow us to record 4 channels of audio, 2 being the internal microphones that Komodo has. Typically that's channel 1 and 2. And then external audio, which is what I'm doing with my lav, and I'm linking the 2. So I'm linking the right channel and the left channel from my lav. And I can set different gain levels for each of these 4 channels, which if I needed a safety track, I could literally set my, say, channel 3 to be peaking at -12, and then set channel 4 to be peaking at -18. And then if for some reason I got really excited, like I normally do on my videos, because you know you all comment about how excited I get, my audio would be secure. It would be safe. I'd have a safety track, and that of course is really cool. If I click back on that little red record icon, I go back into the home screen and I can begin to again see all of my information. If I want to change my ISO, which really, why would I? Because it's just metadata, and ISO 800 gives me the ability to effectively take advantage of all of what the sensor is able to capture. So there is no real need for me to change ISO. I always leave it at 800 anyway. I can go to my white balance presets. So I click on white balance, and here we can see I can select a value in Kelvin, or I can select a preset: fire, incandescent, LEDs, flash. I'm not sure why I would use flash. We have sunlight, we have cloudy, and we have shade. It's just an incredible, incredible tool. I really wish that every single camera manufacturer would create an app like this, even if we had to pay for it. I think it would be incredibly beneficial. And like I said, the fact that it has really, really ultra low latency, I think that that's incredible. I really, really dig this. And this is really what this video is about. This is the hero. This is what allows me to move with Komodo on my own really, really fast from location to location, set up multiple shots, and have the confidence that I'm going to get a really good image. If I had an external monitor, I would need to use the external monitor tools to do things like punch in, or try to navigate that little tiny Komodo screen on top that for me is borderline useless, to swipe and then select magnification via SDI so I can see a 1:1 punch in on what the sensor's seeing and then determine my critical focus. That's tough. If I had Komodo Control on my external monitor, maybe that would be easier, but I find that I'm saving myself, over $700 by simply using the app and using my phone. And that is really helpful. It's really useful. And as I mentioned, I just want that on every camera, a Canon camera, a Sony camera. That would just be incredible. Hopefully you guys found this a little helpful, and I'll catch up with you guys in the comments. Take care.